Hey everybody, Evan again. Today I'm going to review the 2015 movie Ted 2. So the plot of this movie is where after the first movie, Ted and Tammy Lynn decide they want to have a baby because they think it'll bring them closer together and be a family, but only problem is obviously Ted is a teddy bear, so a woman can't have sex with a teddy bear, so they decide to adopt and there's only one problem. The court doesn't see Ted as a person because he's just a teddy bear. So John and Ted have to hire this lawyer named Sam Jackson, played by Amanda Seyfried, and they have to try to prove that Ted is a person. Well, not literally, but you know what I mean. And they try to make him a, a legal citizen, and hopefully Ted could have a child. Honestly, I think this was a pretty underrated sequel. I don't think it's quite as funny as the first movie. I mean, it does have its moments still. Like, it still kind of has the same similar style Seth MacFarlane humor you'd expect, like the first movie did. And, a lot of the jokes did make me laugh. And Mark Wahlberg and Seth MacFarlane, even though Seth MacFarlane, he just voices Ted, he's not actually on screen, they still have good chemistry with each other. They still are, kind of the crazy comedy duo you see in a lot of movies. And Amanda Seyfried, she's always good to see. I think she's pretty talented, and I thought she was a good pick for Sam Jackson. And yeah, the joke is her name's Samantha Jackson, and her middle name's Leslie. Get it? Like Sam L. Jackson, like Samuel L. Jackson. Yeah, that's. I think that's probably the only reason that's her name, just so they can make that joke. And there's still a lot of pop culture references and shock humor, and all the Seth MacFarlane stuff that you like. And it's it's quite fun. Mila Kunis sadly doesn't return. Mm. Oh well, but it's still funny. It had an interesting premise. The first movie was just about John trying to accept whether or not he wants to give up his childhood toy who came to life. But this one, it's more like accepting a teddy bear as a citizen of a city, and that's kind of a neat idea. I like how it didn't just rehash the first movie. It took kind of a turn and made like a unique story with it. And would I want a Ted 3? Honestly, I'm not sure. But even if we don't get a Ted 3, I think this is the first one and this are fine enough. I still think they're back to back. They're a good double feature if you want some laughs. I thought this was a pretty good sequel. It's not quite. I I think if you like the first movie, I think you'll definitely enjoy this one. Even if you don't really expect it to be on the same level as the first, I still think you'll have a good time because I had a lot of fun with this movie. It was uh, pretty enjoyable. So it is a little long though. It's like nearly 2 hours. It's like an hour and 50 something minutes. It could have been a little shorter, but it didn't drag out that long. So yeah, Ted 2. I think it was a pretty enjoyable movie. I think it's a pretty underrated sequel. It's not the first movie, but I wasn't expecting the first. I just wanted some laughs, and I got it. So that's my review of Ted 2. Catch you later.